So we've got 3 replays in this video of the Ragnarok, the tier 8 Czech premium medium tank. So equipment first, I'll run vertical stabilizer, optics and vents. I've got the large repair kit, small med kit and food. The crew I've got in this, really basic. It's got the 4 standard skills, so 6 sense, spawn leader, rapid loading and steady aim. And in the first battle we're on El Haluf, so fairly good map actually I feel for the Ragnarok. You can come up into this brawling corner and get some really good side shots onto people. A couple of artillery on each team, but we've noticed that this light tank's pushed too far. Just trying to lead it a little bit better, and it just dodges at my last shot. So pop the food to help the reload, and I really do want to get onto this ridge up here. Got the medium tank up here as well, providing support, so just really conscious I don't want to block it. Still reloading, unfortunately. That light tank gets shut down, the one that was coming up behind us. So the main thing with this tank is the silver bonus. It's got sort of a 75% bonus, so I do run a ×2 silver booster as well. So you get a lot of credits playing this tank. It's a very difficult tank I haven't aced it. I don't think I've even got first class in it. I've got sort of a few MVPs and still sort of second class, and nearly 4,000 damage, and those type of things. So a lot of really good players use this tank, so it's a good indication it's a good tank. The armor's non-existent, but the auto loading gun, it's really good. The intro clip's really good. The reloads, I think the reload for the damage you can put out is good as well. And yeah, it's a really good tank, and as you can see we're just going through this Minuteman. Shut the Minuteman down. Yeah, just on another reload, so I've got the food just to help the reload. The vents are to help the reload as well, and obviously the crew skill of rapid loading helps to reload, so that's the main thing that I focus on. And I've got auto loaders just trying to maximise that reload time. But we're going up behind this tank, just putting shots in. It seems to be focused our ally, so I just really want to come in and help out. Ricochet, and end up ramming into my ally and then shooting my ally, which not good. So yeah, at this point noticing that the artillery's taking notice of the battle over in this corner, so I do want to relocate. Can see that there's a TD over there. Artillery was spotted over there as well, so whilst it's reloading, just want to see if I can see any shell traces. I can't. Crash into the wreck, but I've noticed that there's a couple of heavies around here, so I do just want to go in and just put all 3 shots. Got the Black Prince, 1 shot into that one. Something's firing from behind, but another shot into the AMX M445. Doing a reload now. I do intend on waiting here whilst 6 sense goes off, so I've decided to do the manual reload. So the Iron Rain gets shut down. It looked like it was in the town, but I'm going this way. This is the way I quite like to advance onto the enemy base. Just going up one of these slopes over here. I feel like now it's 8-5 to artillery. The artillery's probably in the corner. There's a medium down there. There's only a medium and TD, so they probably camp in the base. So that's what I've pushed down. This is a bit further than I would usually come up the slope, but we've got the artillery here. Put 1 shot in, it misses. So again, whilst I've got 6 sense, just pop the reload, pop the food as well, just to maximise that, or minimise the reload time. I feel in the Ragnarok that you do notice you kind of get focused. I think artillery knows that it's quite lightly armoured, and I think a lot of people know how dangerous the Ragnarok is. I do it myself, I have to admit. You know, if there's 2 tanks in front of me and, you know, same level of health, and one of them's a Ragnarok, I'm probably going to put my shell into the Ragnarok. So just got a TD and artillery left. Still on a reload. Just want to weave for the artillery. Looks like something's locked on, so yeah, it was the artillery, but we shot it down in one shot. We've got this centre mill that's just over the ridge. I'm not going to reload, I don't have time to reload. I'm just going to go in and see if I can put my 2 shots into it. It's taking a lot of damage now, so yeah, see what we can do. And artillery shuts it down just before I can get there, so even when artillery's on your team, they tend to ruin the fun. But we win that one. Nice battle on El Haluf. Get second place, got 6 kills, 3,700 damage. Most damage, most direct hits, most kills, got the win, got the Pascucci's, but still only good enough for a second class. So that just shows you the level of players that play the Ragnarok. Yeah, it's a really good tank, and good players do flock to it. So the next couple of replays are MVP replays. So I get MVP in both of the next 2 replays. Again, only the second classes though. So on Malanovka, I do want to go push the hill. It looks like we're getting a few tanks coming this way as well. I don't think I've got the stealth to really go down the middle, and feel if I do go down the middle again, I'll be focused. And yeah, there aren't any light tanks though, so we're getting a few mediums going over that way. I do intend on going up here and just doing as much damage as I can to anyone that comes up. So I'm just checking what's coming up. So we've got a VK3002M that's coming up. That'd be a nice soft target for me. So yeah, just going forward now. There's only 3 mediums up here, so I am sort of thinking already that I'll be, shooting the clip and then retreating. But looks like 2 of the heavies, one's just gone unspotted, but they're charging through the middle. So I'm thinking now maybe not a lot of the reds have come this way, and by the look of it, they haven't. So we've got this. It's actually a 32OD. Miss, ricochet, and miss the last one. So that's what autoloaders can do to you sometimes. Again, I just want to keep moving. Sure, artillery will start noticing that there's, and sure enough, in it comes. Looks like it's an equalizer. Just want to get as many shots as I can on this tank. So we put 1 in, put the second one in, and we get the kill. So that heavy looks like it's behind one of the rocks down there. Artillery is definitely looking over this way, so I just want to get away. Playing it really safe, going behind the windmill. I really do feel sometimes, I think I was playing this and I was constantly being targeted, so I was thinking that even unspotted, artillery was going to take a blinding shot at me. Got this KV2 that rolls out sideways. Doesn't look like I'll be shooting at anytime soon, so I did manual reload. But unfortunately that's just when the equalizer gets spotted. So yeah, it gets shut down. Looked like it had just given up at that point. It didn't seem to be moving the gun or anything, so yeah. Just charging down now. The other artillery looks like it's an equalizer as well. That barrage is quite good when you see that barrage, because I'm led to believe that's the wrong gun for the equalizer. It's the single shot that's by far the better option. Just get only 1 shot out of 3 into the 50 TP prototype, but don't feel as though I want to load premium. Get spotted by something, not too sure what's around here. There aren't any light tanks. I do have the optics. I'm not too sure what it is that spotted me, and it looks like it was a heavy tank camping the base, so it puts a big shot into me, but I'm just going around the sides, just putting shots in and shut that one down. So yeah, the thing is, I know it doesn't sound particularly good, but I wasn't concerned about YOLOing that heavy. It's just when I see someone camping the base, I just kind of think maybe they're in a new tank, they don't know how to use it, or you know, maybe they're a new player. So I had no issue YOLOing across. Got this T44, just want to put a couple of shots in. Got the TD lit up, so whilst that's lit, just finish that TD. Again, the equaliser, just barraging that one. It does get shut down by the T77. The T77 is a really good tank. I like it, but the reload's really long. I'm popping the food now just to help that reload. I feel like I've made a mistake, and I'd take a hit for it. But I've seen the equaliser. It's below that ridge, unfortunately, and looks like a couple of tanks are coming over to defend it. Missed the first shot on the equaliser, but I'm pretty adamant I want to get this out of the game. There it is, the equaliser's out. It looked like it was targeting us as well at that point. I did have the premium loaded, just switch back to the standard shells. The standard shells more than enough most of the time. Pretty much a one-shot to everything, I feel, so it's 9-3, so I don't really want to throw my tank away, but I do just want to get some more damage in. This Stone Cold's looking the wrong way. It fires one shot, I get one shot into it, but it shuts me down with this second one. We get the win, and we get MVP on that one. 5 kills, almost 3,500 damage, 17 direct hits. So really good, especially in an auto-loader, just to keep the gun firing. Got the high caliber. Again, just second class, so again just shows the type of players that are regularly playing the Ragnarok. So on to the last replay, and it's on Progorovka. It's Encounter. So still going to play it as usual. We just want to go onto the central ridge. There's only one artillery, which is positive. There seems to be quite a few light tanks on both teams, four on each. 2 of our ones are platooned up, which can be an advantage, can be a disadvantage sometimes. Just depends on the actual players themselves. Just coming up to this spot I really like. I do like it because you can get sort of hold down. I know it's not particularly useful for a sort of a T-34 type of tank, but I think it just slightly messes up the artillery's aim. I'm not too sure why, but yeah, as you can see, all light tanks have sort of clustered in the middle. So yeah, everyone seems to be playing it properly on a light tank, but they seem to be wolf packing. So I just want to get some shots. Just want to do some damage. Got this L2TB trying to poke. But yeah, as I said, I'm not too sure if artillery was aiming at one of the light tanks or me. One of the light tanks smashes into us. So yeah, I just want to see what we can see. Not getting any shots coming over from sort of the 1-2 line, so I'm not too sure if there's that many enemy tanks that have gone that way. Again, this light tank just seems to be going up and around where I am. Quite conscious of if they're spotted and artillery takes a shot and they might hit me. Yeah, at this point we're just sort of playing a waiting game. I haven't reloaded because I feel that If I do get a shot on someone, I'll only have time for one. So having 3 shots in isn't really going to be useful, really. Just waiting to see if any of the enemy lights make a mistake. At some point you'll find that eventually someone will they'll just get bored, either on our team or their team, and they'll just charge over. So it looks like this one's just going to change the angle up. I'm noticing that's the threat now, because I think that one's realised that the 1-2 line is fairly empty. Get a shot into the LTDB. As I said, looks like the lights have decided they're going to try and push down the 1-2 line now. They've got bored of being in the middle. Artillery takes a shot at me, but I'm not moving from this position. If artillery wants to take a shot, take a shot. At this point, thinking that where our lights are going, I'm not too sure if they're going to move off. I feel like they were just going to bolt, but I decided to come back up, sort of feigning the artillery, and there it is. It gets shut down, so I know I can take this position very securely. Really want to get rid of that tank, and thankfully our tank destroyer does get rid of him. Fire off the last shell in there, more out of hope than expectation, but got an SU-100M1 at the back. Just want to see where I can get a shot in. It's not looking, it seems to have reversed back. There's still tracers coming from back there, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Yeah, I'm not too sure if it moved around the corner. The artillery took a blind shot over there anyway. At this point I'm thinking now it's probably safe to push into the bolt. There is something back there. Was hoping that the light would light it up, and it does. Get the kill, and that SU-100M1 gets destroyed as well. Just when I trigger the manual reload, the SU-100Y gets lit up, which is a shame. Wasn't expecting the TD to be camped on that track line, but I'm now reloaded. I'm going to go through. Hopefully it's still alive, or this light tank can light someone else up, sort of on the A or B line. And sure enough, there's another camper at the top. Just want to see what it is. Unfortunately, the train bridge is blocking my aim. Take a blind shot. Looks like I've done some critical damage, some more critical damage, and some damage in there. So it looked like I've probably tracked it, and then got the other 2 shots in as well. Just whilst it's on a reload, just want to relocate, just want to come up this way. I don't want to poke until the reload's almost in. So just poke in. There it is, just a shot into the back. I take a shot. Ricochet that miraculously, but now I just want to charge for it. I want to get under its gun. I just want to get into this sort of river bed here, so it just can't shoot down at me. Just waiting for my allies really to shut it down. I do want to keep it lit. I do want to keep this SU. I think that was a 1:30 PM over there, so I really do not want to be hit by that. Something's looking this way. It's 6-5. We've got an artillery, so you could argue it's 5-5. But I know where one of the TDs are, and it probably is trying to run up into the hill. So again, as you can see, I'm just using that cliff there just as a bit of cover between me and that, so I can move down. But we spot this Minuteman. I want to go for the turret. Just looking sideways, so hitting the side of the turret. Fortunately, just turns just to ricochet my final shot. So load the premium. I feel that if the Minuteman driver's smart, I'll only have a shot at its turret. So I do want the premium just to help go through that turret. The TD, believe it's the one that was spotted up earlier, so I feel that there's at least 2 tanks on this hill, and there it is. Drops down, and there's the Minuteman that I had the premium loaded for. So I do want to take a shot, but I just want to use this bit of cover here. Shut down the Minuteman. Got a stockade over there. Just want to light them up again, so at least I get assistance damage. Got the premium, so don't really have time to reload, so I put 1 shot into it and then just another shot. So loading up standard and back to the premium. I forgot it was a stockade, so just loading the premium in. Just do want to go through that. Unfortunately, that's the thing with auto loaders. I had the premium loaded for the Minuteman and the stockade, and unfortunately came across a soft-skinned TD. Not a lot really I could do. I could trigger a manual reload to reload the standard shells, but by that time it'll be destroyed. So yeah, again, another thing, you know, didn't need the premium on that one. I had the rear of the tank, but there's no way of knowing that. So yeah, another MVP, 5 kills on that one, 3,800 damage, 17 direct hits. Yeah, a really good game in the Ragnarok. It is worth getting, it is expensive. It is a really strong tank. It's a fun tank as well. It takes a couple of games to get used to it. It's just because it's tier 8 and essentially it's a T-34-85. But yeah, really good tank, really strong, really fun, and definitely worth getting if it's on offer. But yeah, hopefully you liked that video.